welcome to Intellect Skills. This is your first tutorial on HTML where we will discuss and learn about the HTML page structure. So let us switch over to our system and start coding. Okay, so what are the basic things that we would require to begin with our coding? The first thing that we would need is a text editor. You can use any text editor as per your preference. But I would suggest Sublime Text 3 because it is one of the best text editors and I have been personally using it for a very long time. To download the text editor for free, just visit www.sublimetext.com. I will leave a link in the description below. Now just hit the download button and it will download the set of files that you would need to install. So once you finish with the installation, just open your new text editor, which looks something like this. So now, let's just begin by writing our first code. Before that, it's very important to understand the syntax. We begin by declaring this document as an HTML5 document to let the browser know that this is an HTML5 document. To do so, we write doctype HTML. So the syntax to write this is, you open brackets with an exclamatory mark and write doctype HTML and close the bracket. Now it's very important to understand that this declaration is not case sensitive. So we can also write it in lower cases. I would recommend using lower cases to maintain the consistency, which also helps to keep the code tidy and well formatted. Now, the HTML document begins with the opening and closing HTML tag. To close any tag, we use the /. So all of your code is wrapped within this opening and closing HTML tag. Before moving forward, it is very important to declare the primary language on all of your web pages as per the W3C standards. Now what are the W3C standards? W3C is an international community of member organizations that maintains and sets certain web standards so that the websites look and work the same in all browsers. Now coming back to the declaration of language, let's understand the syntax of it. To declare the language, we write the lang attribute and enter the value. Now, as English is the most commonly used language and since our web page is in English, we will declare the EN language. Your EN stands for English. Now, for example, if we want to use the French language, we would declare the lang attribute as FR, where FR stands for French. Okay, now moving forward, let's discuss what goes within the HTML tags. A simple way to remember this is, all HTML tags are always wrapped by a head and body element. An HTML element will always start with the opening and closing tags with content wrapped within them. For example, let's first type the opening and closing head tags. Now moving forward, let's type the opening and closing body tags. Now let's format this code a little. Now let's understand what is the head tag. The head tag stands for the document header. The head tag is used to contain all the head elements in the HTML file. For example, meta tags, title, style, etc. We will learn this in the upcoming videos. Now let's first start with the most important meta tag. That is the meta char set. The char set attribute specifies the character encoding for the HTML document. Every text needs to be encoded in a specific char set and decoded on the browser. So without the char set coding, your browser will not be able to understand the decoded text and will display trash. So it's highly recommended to use a char set UTF-8 as it is used in almost 95% of the websites, and because it encodes most of the common characters, numbers and text. Now let's move forward to the title tag. The title tag is used to mention the document's title, which I will show you once we run the code in our browser. So now let's type something in our title tags. Let's type in my first HTML document. Let's move forward and write something within a body tag. Anything written within this body tag will be displayed on our browser. So let's type hello world and check the output on our browser. We will first need to save this document. To save the document, press Ctrl S and type in index.html and hit the save button. So now let's open our saved document and open it on our browser. Congratulations, we have successfully executed our first HTML code. Now as you can see that the text written in a title tag is displayed on a document's title and hello world is displayed on our browser. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we will learn about HTML tags and elements in detail. So, in the meanwhile, please go through the HTML page structure once again and make sure you also practice it. So thank you for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified about my latest videos. So stay tuned and keep learning.